Hare Krishna, chapter 1, verse number 46. Sanjaya Uvacha Eva Muktvarjuna Sankhye Ratopasta Upavishat Visrijya Sasharam Chapam Shokasam Vignamanasaha. Sanjaya said, Arjuna, having thus spoken on the battlefield, cast aside his bows and arrows and sat down on the chariot, his mind overwhelmed with grief. So here, actually, Dhritarashtra is asking Sanjaya with his eyes, Now the whole chapter began, how did it begin? Dhritarashtra is asking, my sons and sons of Pandu have gathered together to fight. What are they doing in the war field? Oh, Sanjaya, tell me. So he's asking, Sanjaya, then what happened? Because Arjuna gave so many reasons. Now Dhritarashtra is thinking, will the war happen or not? And will my sons get an entire kingdom or how's it? He's curious. Then what happened? He's asking. So he said, so that's why Sanjaya is saying, and then what happened is, then he put down the bows and arrows and he sat down on the chariot. Like that. Now, he putting his bow and arrow is very, very significant. For two things. One is that Prabhupada writes, such a kind and soft-hearted person in the devotional service of the Lord is fit to receive self-knowledge. So Prabhupada is saying that such a soft-hearted person, he's so soft-hearted that though he could easily destroy the entire army single-handedly, but he didn't. What he did is, he thought of dying in their hands, unarmed. So that is his soft-hearted nature. So that particular nature is the qualification for him to get the, self-knowledge, get this Bhagavad Gita knowledge. Now another point here for us to understand is the fact that he put down his Gandiva bow. He had taken an oath that anybody says put your bow down, put your Gandiva down, I am going to kill them. He had taken an oath like that. So what happens is, after all this Bhagavad Gita was spoken and Arjuna starts to fight, and then in between the war, one day when the war is going on, Karna goes on shooting arrows at Yudhishthira, the eldest brother of Arjuna, and at that time, he gets very badly wounded, and Karna could have killed him, but he didn't, because he had given a promise to his mother when she along with Krishna came and requested Karna that Karna, you are actually my son Karna. Kunti says, so you please, fight from, so Krishna is saying, you please fight from Pandava's side. You don't fight from Kaurava's side. They are your brothers. She's your mother. So then what happens is, Karna says, oh, now you are telling me this. Oh, I didn't know that I was a Kshatriya. I didn't know this. He feels very bad that he didn't know. Then he says, the thing is, I have my friend Duryodhana and I cannot ditch him. But since you are my mother and since you have begged me, I will promise to you that, I'll promise you that, I will just kill one son of yours. Say, I'll just kill Arjuna if it's possible for me, or I will die in the hands of Arjuna. But I am not going to kill any of your sons, so that all your 5 sons will be alive, either including me without Arjuna, or I will die and your Arjuna and other 4 brothers will live. So your 5 sons, will live. I promise to you that I am not going to kill. So since he had promised, now he had to keep the promise. He cannot kill Yudhishthira. That time, what happens, that when he's going on shooting arrows, Yudhishthira gets so badly hurt. He could have killed, but he didn't kill. And what he does, he insults him. He says, what kind of a king you are? Go and practice learning how to fight. You are not even a Kshatriya. So I do not kill you. You go back, like that, And he was very badly wounded. So his charioteer takes him back to the tent. And seeing and hearing that he was very badly wounded, Arjuna gets so worried. And he immediately takes a U-turn and he goes to see what happened to his elder brother Yudhishthira, out of his great affection and concern. And when he goes and asks, Yudhishthira asks, Arjuna, you killed Karna and came, right? So he says, no, I didn't kill. Then why did you come? I came to see you. What happened to you? I wanted to know what is your state. What happened to you? He said, you coward? You came back without killing the one who has badly hurt me? You didn't take revenge on him and you just came back? You're unfit. You put your Gandiva bow down. Like that, So then Arjuna, Arjuna gets very angry. Because of this insult, he says, you're not a Kshatriya, you're not a man. He say, so you're not a Kshatriya. He just says that you're not a Kshatriya, you are a coward. And then Arjuna, remembers his vow that, whoever says to put the Gandiva down, he's supposed to kill. He takes his sword out and he goes to cut the throat of Yudhishthira. That time Yudhishthira sits down, oh, what a blunder I committed. I spoke something which I should not have spoken. So very guilty. He sits down and starts to worry. At that time Krishna comes and catches hold of the, sword of Arjuna. And Krishna tells to Arjuna, see, there's another way of killing. Just insult him. Insult him very badly. That's equal to killing. So that's why we should not insult or give corrections to others in public. Because when we give corrections to others, if we end up insulting them, if we are not their guru, then we are actually not only hurting them, offending them, breaking the relationships, but it's also equal to killing the other person. That is why we have to be very careful, especially if they are very respectable people, or even if they are good people. Good people have respect. Simple people, but they are good people. We should not give them corrections in public. But here he was told to insult, so he says, you are telling me that I am not a Kshatriya just because I came back without killing Karna and I came to see you? What did you do when there was, a gambling match? When our wife Draupadi was being insulted, you sat down just looking and allowing things to happen? You're not a man. You're not a Kshatriya. I alone would have destroyed all the Kaurava brothers. But you didn't allow me to do that. And now you're calling me like this. So saying, he immediately falls down at Yudhishthira's feet and touches his feet and begs his pardon, for speaking like that. So, why he spoke, so angrily was because Yudhishthira told him to put his Gandiva bow down. So, anybody asking him to keep the Gandiva bow down was such a serious and painful thing for Arjuna. And that Arjuna of that mentality now has come to this mentality that he's himself putting the Gandiva bow down and sitting on the chariot and thinking that he's not going to fight. See what he's saying? Having thus spoken on the battlefield, cast aside his bow and arrow, sat down on the chariot, his mind overwhelmed with grief. So with that we end chapter 1. Thank you very much for your viewing and for your inspiring comments, for your sharing of this video. We need your blessings to continue with the future chapters as well. Hare Krishna.